9 months ago, I unboxed my Grail Rolex. In today's video, I'm going to tell you if it was worth the hype and explain why this is still the only Rolex in my current collection. Hey everyone, it's April 19, 2026. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome back to the Humble Gent YouTube channel. 9 months ago, I did the unboxing of my Grail Rolex. And it is a 214210 Mark II Rolex Explorer 1. This watch I was drawn to for several reasons, and the main reason is this is the most non-Rolex Rolex you can buy. And in 2018 they made this watch right here, the 39mm Rolex Explorer, in my opinion the perfect size Rolex Explorer 1. Before we get into it, stick around to the end of this video. I built something for the watch community. I think it's going to make a big difference for collectors. I'll tell you about it later, but enjoy today's video. So right now they make a 36mm Rolex Explorer and a 40mm, and the 40mm is very close in sizing to this 39mm. I won the 40mm and this 39mm back to back, and this fits so much better on my 7-inch wrist. Most Rolex watches are pretty flashy. The Oyster Perpetual, the GMT Master 2s, the Submariners. Yes, they are tool watches, but they are flashy watches, and when you see them even at a distance, you know those are Rolex watches. But looking at the Rolex Explorer 1, it is a simple yet beautiful watch. The dial is honestly perfect in my opinion. That beautiful deep black dial, the numerals, the 3, 6, and 9, the triangle at the 12 o'clock. Really beautiful case, Oyster bracelet. Almost everything is brushed except for this bezel here. It is definitely a stunning piece, and on top of that, it is extremely versatile. I said this in my unboxing, but you can wear the Rolex Explorer 1 for any occasion. Wear it to a wedding, wear it to the beach, wear it as your daily watch, which I've been doing for the last 9 months. Like I stated before, I've owned several Rolex watches in the past, and I sold all of those. I can say with confidence the 214270 Mark II Rolex Explorer will be in my collection forever. Before I forget, we'll do a quick wrist check. I'm wearing one of my favorite watches of all time right now. The beautiful Tudor Pelagos 39 on this aftermarket Jubilee style bracelet by Uncle Seiko. It's also grade 2 titanium, so it matches absolutely perfect. Look how beautiful this watch is. I'll take a step back here. You can see how it looks on my 7-inch wrist. Absolutely perfect. This watch right here and my Rolex Explorer 1 are my favorite 2 watches I ever owned. So I want to talk about the ownership experience of the Rolex Explorer 1, the 214270 Mark II. I'll take my Pelagos off, put the Explorer on wrist. This watch fits like a glove. The Oyster bracelet is so comfortable. This 39mm watch fits perfect on my wrist. Take a look at that. With a 47mm lug to lug, it wearing really thin on wrist. And like I said, this is a very versatile watch and a strap monster. You can put this on a leather, rubber strap, but for me, I prefer it on the OEM Oyster style bracelet because you can wear this bracelet for any occasion. As you can see, the condition of the watch is still really good, and I wear this several days out of the week. Yes, I do rotate through several watches throughout the week because I don't want to wear one watch every single day, but I can say I wear this at least 2 to 3 days out of the week, and for the last 9 months it held up honestly perfect. Definitely has some scratches on it, but because it's mostly brushed, it's not really noticeable. There's definitely some scratches on the polished bezel, but that's something that's bound to happen. Look how stunning this watch looks on my 7-inch wrist. The sizing is perfect, and keep in mind this is the only 39mm watch that Rolex has ever made. Including the Rolex Explorer, this is my current watch rotation as of right now. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I constantly buy and sell new watches. At this point, I have bought and sold over 100 watches, and there's one watch I know that will never leave the collection, and it is this watch right here. But over the last 9 months, even though this is a very simple watch in regards to design, I absolutely still love how it looks. I would say more simple watch doesn't mean it is a bad watch. Honestly, for me, that's more my style. Knowing I can wear this without sticking out too much, going in public, not having to worry about getting robbed or mugged. This watch is honestly awesome, and this watch has so much sentimental value as well, which I'll get into in a bit. This Rolex Explorer 1 held up extremely well. I wore it everywhere. I wore it to several weddings. I wore it to the beach in Mexico, Hawaii. I wore it to the office. This watch has traveled with me all over the world, and because it's so versatile, like I said, it can be worn in every single situation I've been in. Like I said, I could wear it on the beach, which I've done, wore it in the boardroom in big meetings, which I've also done. And I know this sounds weird, it's one of those watches that when I wear it, it does give me confidence. I'm not sure if any of you experience this like I do, but as a watch nerd, knowing I have a nice quality, beautiful watch on, if I have a big presentation or sale going on at work, knowing I have this on my wrist definitely gives me more confidence. It's definitely a weird mental thing, but it's something that definitely works with me. Comment down below if you have a watch that does that for you. When you put it on wrist, does a watch make you feel a certain way? Does it give you confidence possibly? Let me know in the comments down below, or if I'm the only one. So like I stated, this is the perfect daily watch because like I said, how versatile it is. Black dial, you can wear it with anything. Like I said, I tried the 40mm one on. It does fit good, very similar, but the 39mm 214-270 Mark II does wear a tiny bit smaller than the 40mm Rolex Explorer, and that's why this watch fits great for me. I feel like these 2018 39mm ones aren't as common as the newer 40mm Rolex Explorers. And that's a big reason why this will be in my collection for a long time. One, because I absolutely love this watch and I have a lot of sentimental value with this watch so far. And two, because this watch was only made in 2018, I have a feeling if I did sell this watch and I wanted to rebuy it later, I would have a very hard time finding one, especially in this good condition. One thing that really blew me away with this watch is the lume. And you know, let me show you guys it right now. Alright, check this out. We're not in the pitch black, but Rolex's Chromalight is honestly stunning. Look at the numerals and the indices, the hands, the triangle at the 12 o'clock. Extremely bright, and it'll last for hours. Let's turn this light off right here. Rolex definitely kills it with the lume, and this is definitely a huge reason why I love this watch. And look at that dial, even in the dark, it is absolutely stunning. When it's time to move on from a watch like this, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, WatchBridge is definitely the way I would do it. WatchBridge is my secure escrow service specifically made for the watch community. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading watches, we will hold the watch and funds until everything is verified. No more trusting strangers, no more getting burned, no more 15% charge from eBay selling watches, just a safe, simple private deal with only a 2% fee. Check it out at watchbridge.net. Link will be in the description down below. Check out watchbridge.net. Link will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video. So in my original unboxing video of my Rolex Explorer, I went over my IWC Mark XX and explained how they do have a similar role in my collection. And a lot of you in the comments down below were comparing both watches, saying why you liked one over the other and why I didn't need both in my collection. So as you can see, I still own my IWC Mark XX, which I absolutely love. And to be honest, I had no issue owning both these watches at the same time. Yes, they are very similar in a bunch of ways. Both very versatile black dial watches, really simple yet elegant watches. They are not the same, but I love them both for different reasons. I went over the Rolex Explorer just now, and the reason why I kept the IWC Mark XX is because how it wears. Yes, Rolex Explorer wears great on wrist. At 39mm is perfect. But with the IWC Mark XX at 40mm, and it having a little bit longer lug to lug, it does fit different on my 7-inch wrist, and I do love how this wears as well. And if you didn't see the unboxing video of my Rolex Explorer, I did a short comparison comparing the Explorer to the IWC Mark XX, and I have this aftermarket Forstner bracelet, which I think elevates this watch. Take a look at that. Absolutely stunning on my wrist. I'll take a step back here. You can see how it looks. Honestly, perfect on my 7-inch wrist. And this does wear a little bit bigger on wrist. Obviously it has a bigger lug to lug, bigger case diameter, different case shape. Love the IWC Flieger style design, 5-day power reserve this watch has, and on top of that, this insane anti-reflective coating that Rolex does not have. This Rolex Explorer 1 has little to no anti-reflective coating. The lack of anti-reflective coating is not the biggest deal, but if you compare both of these, especially in light, especially sunlight, IWC Mark 20 absolutely blows this watch away in regards to readability in different situations, and that anti-reflective coating is insane. Sometimes when I look at this watch, it seems like there's no crystal on there because the anti-reflective coating is that good. A lot of people may see this watch and the Explorer as very similar, but because I've been living with these for more than 9 months now, they definitely have their similarities. They're different enough where I can have both of these in my collection, no problem. If I was in a situation where I could only have one watch for the rest of my life, it would definitely be the Rolex Explorer 1. A close second, like I said earlier, would be the Tudor Pelagos 39. Both these watches are almost perfect. But the Rolex Explorer 214270 Mark II is one of those watches that, like I said, it'll be in my collection forever. And because they only made this in 2018, and it's the only 39mm Rolex ever created, and with it being discontinued, it makes it extremely collectible. The Rolex Explorer 1 could be the one watch you could wear for the rest of your life. A watch that's so versatile, you can wear it for any occasion you can possibly think of. It looks great in a suit, looks great in a t-shirt and jeans, and it's one of those watches by Rolex that has so much heritage. And on top of that, it is a beautiful yet elegant watch. And yes, this video is hyping up the Rolex Explorer 1 because it is that good. Definitely one of my favorite watches of all time, and like I said, it will be in my collection forever. I'm gonna end the video right here, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a comment down below what you think of the Rolex Explorer 1. For a lot of people, it's too boring. They'll go with the Oyster Perpetual or go with something else like a GMT Master 2, Submariner. But for me, I owned those watches before, and I know this Rolex is the perfect Rolex for myself. And remember, I do respond back to every single comment I get, and remember to stay humble.